Hey friends, so I had this epiphany, this thought, this feeling, whatever it is today about fitting inside of boxes, right? So one thing that I've noticed about myself is that I'll meet someone and we have a lot of similar interests and we become fast friends, but then we start talking and it's quickly apparent that I don't fit into any sort of label. It's like then, I had a new friend and she asked me like, well, what do you believe? And I explained my belief pattern, but it doesn't fit into any boxes. What I believe about us humans, what I believe, it's kind of a blend of all sorts of labels humans have given, right? And so I used to, and I still sometimes feel this way, but not as often as I used to feel. It used to be more of a strong pull that I just don't fit in anywhere, right? And it really can make you sad if you start feeling that way and thinking that you just don't fit in anywhere, especially because as human beings, we really want to fit in with people. We want our tribe and we want to feel like, we have our people who matter to us. I'm putting my snake ring on. Okay, ring. So anyway, we really want to feel like we're part of something, right? We want to feel like we're part of a tribe and we have our tribe. And I think because we have so many labels in our man-made world that we think that we don't fit into any tribe because we can't find people that are 100% on board with everything that we believe, how we live, and da-da-da. So I eat closer to natural more than not. And last night I had a whole bag of chips because I'm human and I don't always eat 100% close to natural, right? I'm also living and enjoying life. But when I eat a whole bag of chips, I have hot and cold flashes all night. Now, the average person says, well, that's perimenopause and that's just normal. I know that it's not normal because when I get back on track of eating healthier foods, eating as close to natural as possible, more often than not, that I don't have those hot and cold flashes that everyone was telling me in my 40s is completely freaking normal because it's perimenopause. It's not freaking normal. It's your food, right? But I can't find people that will think that and agree with that label and then also agree with my spiritual beliefs and also agree with this and also agree with that. And they are not that blend because I'm such a weird blend and I'm not alone. I'm not like unique in this. A lot of my spiritual friends are very similar, like grab bags of a belief system because we lean more into the natural spiritual world. And when you're in this human world, the labels are man-made and it's very hard to fit into the man-made labels when you're more spiritual or religious. I guess even religion can fit into those little boxes, which is why it's hard to say, oh, I'm a Christian or I'm this, because if I really dig deep and be honest with my soul, I believe a lot of the same things of different religions, but I don't feel like I fit into that like box. And if I actually start talking to people at my church, I feel connected, but it's a different connection. I feel like I take it quite literal, my spiritual beliefs and how I should always try and thrive to be showing up in light and to be making the right choices, like not eating chips. I should be eating close to natural. I should be grounding on Mother Nature as often as possible. I should be doing all of these different things, right? I should be fueling my soul so that when I am reunited with God, I can have that light spark, be as healthy as possible. And there's other beliefs I have that I don't really need to get into with y'all today. But my point is I can't fit into a human man-made box. I just can't. It doesn't work for me. I literally will feel suffocated because there's parts of it that don't align with my being, my highest version of self. That doesn't mean that I can't understand people's beliefs and I can't engage with them and talk with them, right? And so then I started really thinking about this and meditating on it and wondering why. Why can't I fit into a box? And also, why do I want to? Why do I have this yearning that I'm supposed to fit into a man-made box? And then it dawned on me, because we are taught as we're growing up, just by, not necessarily taught, but we learn through example, through experiences, through public school system, through any sort of traditional setting of a school system where you go in and you sit and you learn all day and you engage in that kind of learning. And then you go to work and then you go to college and you do all these things, right? Everyone has had different paths, but you have all those experiences and each of them keep making you feel like, or your interpretation of said experiences make you assume that you need to fit into a box. In order to be friends with someone, they have to agree with every single thing, right? Social media has made this even more evident and awful, where people think they have to only engage with people that believe 100% everything they believe in. 100%. How boring is that? Like how will you ever learn new things? How will you ever grow? I believe in a yin yang, a balance, right? Male, female, they're very balanced. We have Our brains work a certain way because of we're meant to be balanced with each other. Now, that doesn't account for male versus female that lean into feminine or lean into masculine. You know, I'm not saying that, because definitely I think that we all have leaning masculine, leaning feminine. And I think the beautiful balance within us is when we can, male or female, we can balance the two, right? Within ourselves, then we show up our best. So that's a completely different subject. So fitting into a tribe means that we don't fit into a box of a full label, but together as a group, as a collective of human beings that we're drawn together, we make a whole, right? And even if it's just like 3 people, and then those 3 people start to meet more people and they bring more people into that tribe, right? Some of my friends call it a soul family, right? So you bring more people into it. I use the term tribe. So you bring more people in. And then like more people that realize, hey, I don't really fit into a box, but I really like you guys. You guys are really nice and loving and kind, and I feel very welcome and warm around you. Can I join your tribe? Yeah, sure. Come on in. And then you just keep extending from there. And the more you extend and grow your tribe, and then maybe there's little branches off like a tree, and they build little tribes of their own, little pods of tribes of collective beings, right? And then we start uplifting the world and transitioning our minds from the man-made baloney of you have to only hang out with people that 100% agree with you and that you have to fit into some man-made label. We get rid of that. We shed that old belief system, and we have this new one where we realize that alone, we're not whole, but together we start to be closer to whole. Our spiritual journey brings us together with people, and we start to feel just a little bit more whole as we spend more time within that tribe, within that collective. And as more people come in, we'll find little parts that make us feel more whole again. And it's not so much the physical human beings, it's our spirits, our souls connecting and collectively creating a beautiful, beautiful friendship, tribe, soul fam, whatever you want to call it, on this earth. So if you're feeling like, hey, I don't fit into a label, and you're feeling really depressed about it, please consider this. Consider that you don't need to fit into a man-made label. Consider that you are beautiful just as you are, and that you are actually a whole as you connect with people that bring out or balance the parts that you think are missing. And as you hang out with those people, you start to realize that you're not really missing it. It was just a little too quiet within you. We all have special skills, talents, and ways of talking. And when we put each other together and we use those skills together, it uplifts us like never before. So I want you to try to find your tribe, just one person at a time, and allow more people to come in to your world and learn why it is you can't fit into a label. Perhaps it's because you're just waiting to find the rest of your tribe. Much love. Have a beautiful day.